Hi, my name is Ruth and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be preparing potato frittatas or potato omelette, and I hope that you enjoy the video. For our ingredients, we have garlic powder, black pepper, turmeric, coriander, my onions, carrots, and my potatoes. So we're going to start by prepping our ingredients. The first thing that we're going to do is to cut our potatoes into thin slices, dice them up. The thinner the better, because they'll cook very easily. If you if you dice them into large chunks, it will take a lot of time for them to get cooked all the way. But if you slice them very thinly, they'll cook very fast, and that's what we want. It's a breakfast dish and you want it ready as soon as so the thinner the better. You won't have problems with the cooking time, and again, you don't want to risk them not being fully done, because the last thing we want is raw potatoes with our eggs. And remember, the potatoes are our key ingredients, so we need them fully cooked. You can still opt to grate your potatoes, but I prefer just dicing them up. But if grating is your way, do it. So I've soaked my potatoes in clean water to just get rid of the excess starch, and I've set them aside. I'll use them later. Now I am grating my carrots. If you don't have carrots, you can substitute them with bell peppers, or you can even do without them. Yeah, that's the best part of the recipe. You can add or minus, so long as the eggs and the potatoes are there, you're good to go. So I'm chopping up my dania stems and then leave the leaves for later. So now I'm dicing up my onions. This was 1.5 small onions, a lot of onions for the flavor. I've already heated up my pan with around 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil on a medium-high flame. I've gone ahead to add in my potatoes, and then I'm gonna cover it up and let it cook for a while, for around 2 minutes. Just let the potatoes cook with their own water. Ijipike na maji yake. Yeah. So the advantage of dicing the potatoes into small pieces is that it won't take long. This process didn't take me more than 5 minutes to achieve. And yeah, so make sure that your potatoes are thinly diced or grated. So I've gone in with my salt to taste. Actually, you can see how translucent they are because of how thin they are. I know I'm insisting on the size, but it's because you want it to be perfectly done, because you don't want them to overcook or to undercook. If you overcook, the potatoes are gonna get mushy. If you undercook, the potatoes are going to be raw. So you just need the right size and the right amount of time. Yeah. So by now the potatoes were halfway done, and this is where I went ahead to add in my other ingredients, my onions and my dania or coriander stems. Mix everything up so that I can infuse the flavors of the onions and the dania into the potatoes. And then I went ahead to add in my spices, a teaspoon of turmeric, half teaspoon of black pepper, and then for my garlic I went with 1.5 teaspoon of garlic. If you do not have the spices, you can just do away with them. Salt is enough and it's okay, and it will give you not the same, but it will still give you the taste that you're looking for in your potato omelette. So because of the spices, my mixture was a bit dry, so I added in a bit of water. And before that, obviously I've added in my carrots. So I'm gonna mix everything up and then cover it, and then within I think 3 minutes everything was done. Yeah, so with the water, don't add a lot of water, just add kidogo water, just enough to get the potatoes fully done. So at this point my potatoes were done. I turned off the stove and went to the next stage. I went ahead to mix my eggs with the dania leaves. I used 4 medium eggs, mixed them with the dania leaves, added in a bit of salt to taste, and I was done. Basically my egg mixture was done, and at this point I added in my potato mixture to my egg mixture, combined everything together, and everything was ready to go to the pan for frying. So guys, how do you prepare your potato omelette? Have you ever tried the recipe? Have you not? And if you have, how different do you prepare yours? Because I know there are different ways of preparing it. I'm using the same pan that I used to fry my potatoes, added in a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and went ahead to pour in my egg and potato mixture. So you want to spread your mixture evenly so that it can cook all the way. At this stage or this point, our main aim is to get the egg to cook all through, because all our other ingredients are already done. So I'm gonna cover it up and let it cook for around 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, the bottom side or the side that was on the pan was already done, so I used a plate to flip my egg to get the other side done. I am doing this on a medium low flame because you don't want to rush your egg. Medium low flame. After another 3 minutes on medium low flame, the other side was done and my potato omelette is ready. The lighting isn't doing much justice, but the real thing was wow. I was really excited about this recipe, and the end result was, I don't know, it was just beautiful. The fact that the whole thing didn't crumble, like it was still intact, it was in one piece. I was so proud of myself at this point. So I went ahead to slice everything up into pieces, ready to serve to my family. This is a really great breakfast idea. It will keep you full for longer. You can see your potatoes fully, your full potatoes, they ain't mashed. This is just, it is, I think, the best breakfast recipe yet. If you love eggs, this is a must-try recipe for you. So I've come to the end of today's video. I appreciate your company, and until my next one, bye bye.